Hello YouTube, this is Ardwulf. Welcome to episode 53, I think, of our playthrough of Hearts of Iron 3, and we are literally at the gates of Moscow, more or less just as we are about to run literally out of gas. We are in a really horrendously negative supply situation to the point where we have had to completely strip all of our production away. Let's make sure that this is still where it needs to be, away to supplies, or else we're going to run out of supplies. And that's problematic. Now, on the plus side, if we can make this work, it'll be very difficult for the Soviets to recover from it. And as usual, in what has been, I think, a relatively glitchy game, let's take a closer look at this. What I think has been a relatively glitchy game, the game seems to have forgotten all the orders I gave my units before I saved. And I'm glad I saved, actually, because more or less right after I saved, the game crashed, actually. That is not something that has happened very often with Hearts of Iron 3 for me, or indeed any Paradox title, but it happened in this particular case. And honestly, I think it was just that I hadn't rebooted the computer in like a week, so that's my guess as to what the cause of that particular problem was. We're starting to get stretched real thin here. Now we've got a battle going on down here in Sevastopol, which we better support with some air, because otherwise it is not going to go well. We've already been repulsed from Sevastopol once already. This time I have a little more manpower headed in there, and it's green on the display, so it's looking good. Move these guys up here. These guys up here. These guys are already on the move. They can go here. Actually, let's redirect that. Alright, that looks good. This whole group right here is basically not doing much, so let's roll them up here. We're still fighting in this thing. Now, this is actually kind of a mess. But we do have at least one unit that is not on a timer right now, so we can move it up. And it looks to me like these units are retreating. These units are definitely retreating. So let's start the clock here. And this battle is the one where, is that right here? It is. It's showing green here, but it's not going well at all. Let's see if I can bring some air power to bear on that. I'm not sure I can. I'm not sure I have anything loose anywhere. I'm not sure which of these two I have. It's probably we won that. Let's see here. It's going to be the 4th Kampfgeschwader. I can probably Lebanon. Can I get these guys in here? No. Yeah, probably can. We're looking at this province as where we want to hit. And we're going to keep moving here. We're closing in on Kursk and Orel, but neither of those is particularly important in the grand scheme of things. These guys would be nice if they would arrive at some point. Alright, so Rommel has got a big spearhead going on here. By big spearhead, I mean his one division. And And let's make sure that this number looks okay. It does. We have an inefficient research problem, however, which is going to be oil refining and supply organization. Nope. However, if we get theory, we can definitely use better supply transportation, as this whole situation has demonstrated very clearly. So better maintenance of supply routes is definitely something that I will try to do in the next game as Germany, which I'm not sure when that'll happen. I have no immediate plans to play another game of Hearts of Iron 3 as Germany. This is now going better. Let's keep the clock rolling here. These guys are on a 46-hour timer. We'll deal with that attack, and actually it's already dealt with. I didn't even have to do anything. These are light panzers. Let's see what we can do with them. These guys are mostly standing around, actually. That's not cool. Let's get them doing something. March this into Arel, which doesn't seem to be particularly well defended at the moment, just by these fairly crappy garrisons. These guys are already moving up. These guys are already moving up. Everybody's moving up. And we really need these guys to get where they're going here. On 6 September, and paying close attention to this number, we're still at plus net 6,500 some supplies per day, which is good. We lost this battle. That is something we will need to look at. Koza, I don't know how to pronounce that. Alright, so all these guys are timed out. I'm not entirely sure how I lost that, to be honest. These guys all have no order. Get in there. These guys can go. These guys are all timed out. And in fact, this unit can go too. And they're already going. These guys can go there. Alright, now we need to get these infantry moving. And in fact, we'll take this heavy tank division and drop him there. And the rest of this group... we have sunk the pride of the Soviet Navy, the Parizhskaya Kommuna, sunk. Has been sunk by the glorious Hindenburg. I think it's neat that when you sink enemy battleships or big, like, named ships, you get a an event for it. I think that's cool. Alright, so we are going to need, let's see here, naval... where is that? Escorts, perhaps? Escorts. Invasion tactics. That will be... Oh, what's going on here? Okay, I don't know what's going on. I guess just because I launched such a massive offensive, I guess that's why that's happening. So I believe we are going to stop attacks after we take our current batch of provinces. And only focus on the battle up here near Moscow. Speeding up just a hair here. Looks this guy a light panzer. Let's try and push him in as well. And what else do we have here? We have a heavy. This is a light. We'll keep him here for now. So my actual activity does appear to have an impact on... We have won the Battle of Zinkiv. Don't know where that is, but we won it. And we got this going on too, which looks like it might just be HQs and an infantry. And it's going pretty well. And oddly enough, Rommel is quite well supplied, considering that basically nobody else is. Alright, we are going to pull these guys up. Are all three of these guys on cooldown? They are for 24 hours. It's okay, I can certainly not attack for 24 hours. We won that battle again. Their light armor is going up against my heavy armor. Good luck with that. We're going to need to get... Yeah, that's fine. What do we have here? Do we have some tech? We do. We'll rebase that here. And we'll get him in on this battle. And we're once again up by like 8,000 some per day. Alright, so they are counterattacking, which is problematic for me because it locks me into position. These guys do not have an order, however, so they can go here and here. These guys are already moving through. Move that up. They're mediums against my mediums. I can live with that too. It is now fleeing, so we will put this here. And these guys are all fleeing, so we're going to move this entire stack up here. And we're going to attack and that's another light, so that will stay where it is. Alright, we got this going on. Let's pause real quick and look at this. Yeah, that's this exposed panzer unit right here. I'm not terribly surprised that this happened. Well, since Kharkov is not a terribly important objective to me at this moment, it is 2 victory points. I'm going to retreat with those guys. I will just live with that. And Alexin... let's see here. That's right here. It is. Yeah, but that's going okay. I don't need to back out of that at all. All right, so we're gonna move. Now they're all moving up, so I don't really see any point in dealing with that. We just need the clock to go. So let's select this guy. This guy's going to arrive on 7 September. We're on 6 September now. This guy's going to arrive in 6 September, so that's today. These guys on 9 September, 7 September. We want all those. And we've got some guys headed into Tula here, right? We do. Very good. I do want to occupy that. And this will go here. This guy's out of supply. Crap. This guy's not doing anything. We'll put him in that battle and actually get these 3 provinces here. And just like that. That rolled them right over. We've lost the Battle of Sumi, which is no good. Where was that? Okay, these guys are moving. We can push them back. Well, let's go that far and see what happens. We have won the Battle of Kursk. As opposed to the other better-known Battle of Kursk, I suppose, but still. Let's see. We won that. I guess I can move this up here. I will move this here, actually. Keep this guy going where he's going. And these numbers are driving up very quickly. What's the timer look like on these guys? 34 hours. We're not going to commit till the whole pile of units can commit, so... We have one in Arel. That is... where is that? Right here? Yep. That's more Soviet victory points right there. We're going to take Tula, but we're already committed to that. I don't really terribly care whether we take Tula or not. Oh, look at that. We are literally... we are within sight of the Kremlin. These guys need to move up. This guy needs to... do I have an extra... No. I do not. This guy will attack here. Push this guy in here. This guy in here as well. Should be able to push the Soviets back here. And now, let's let the clock roll for a few minutes on that. Oh, that was that. Where is this? I don't... that's okay. Alright, what do we got here? Tell me we got some infantry. Alright, so these guys, this whole stack here is in retreat. And what are we doing here? We're attacked in Kursk. This battle is not going well. I said I wasn't going to interfere with this, but let me see if I've got one... that's not what I wanted. Yeah, well, guess I'm not making that attack. Kovo, that's this right here. Alright, he's still in reasonably good supply shape, amazingly enough. Leave one unit there. This, actually, no, don't leave one unit there. These guys can move up instead. Alright, tactical bombers, we want to get that in here, and here, and here. We're doing very badly down here at Kursk, but frankly, I'm going to retreat this unit. Well, they'll retreat out, that's okay. On Ravenstein, is in retreat. That is okay. I will be happy to let this... wait a second. We've got more possible research. And we've got some inefficient research. Single engine airframe. Let's pull that off. Let's look at infantry tech. We'll go with assault weapons. Lost the Battle of Mitensk. I'm losing focus. Yeah, it's right here, though. Where's that? Here? Yeah. That's been a tough nut to crack. That's okay. That's okay. This is the important one here. And these numbers are red, which is not good. But we're going to have a fairly considerable encirclement here shortly. Move that there. Roll a light. I want the light. Can't retreat into territory. Oh, he's in retreat for some reason. Oh, he's already attacking, that's why. That's okay. Alright, these guys will arrive on the 16th, which is just a couple days away. You can see we're now at 47,000 supplies again. And we can have more research here, actually. So let's pick up... seems like an odd pick at this particular point in the game, but we're going to take Marines. Because we don't have them, and we'll probably need them. Need to move that up a little bit. Alright, and then this guy... Did he just get attacked? Alright, now they're back on the 22nd for some reason. These guys are attacking here. And they're real close. That's important. Yeah, see, that number just flipped big time. Waiting for these guys on the 22nd, several days away. Attacking these cities with armor. Are they retreating out of Moscow? They are retreating out of Moscow. No, they're not. Some units are retreating out of Moscow. And you notice that my supplies went way up here. I'm at an enormous supply tax in all this crap, so that is part of the reason why it's costing me as much supplies as it is. So we're being extremely conservative with the tax right now. However, I see no particular reason not to make these attacks. This needs to move up. I'm satisfied with that. We'll roll that into Moscow too, and they are in retreat. We have captured Moscow. So if it's anything like Leningrad, it'll take the game a couple of days to figure it out. Alright, this needs to stay here. We got partisans, which is not a particular surprise. And we had some kind of lock happen there. Finland acquired territory. We enforced Drang Osten on the Soviet Union. Our embassy has heard that the bitter peace they chose, we surrender, just let us keep what we still have. So let us, actually, with perfect timing, wrap this up. That is where the front is, and that's what we took. And if we look at the map, it's about halfway to the Urals. So this is now Germany. From Moscow, actually from behind Moscow to about Gorky, and I think where Stalingrad was about right here. Now let's see what happened with the Japanese, because that's significant. So the Japanese keep this territory. which is considerable, actually. This is a big chunk of the Soviet Far East. And that has given me about 50 more IC. So let's take a quick look and see what the British think of that. Their surrender progress has gone up just a hair. But we have accomplished a major in-game goal in forcing the Soviet Union to surrender. And when we pick this back up next episode, we will begin preparing for invasion of the UK, which is going to take a while to prepare for because, frankly, our shit's all worn down. And before I go, so I don't forget to do it, let me get myself some production back. That would be a good idea. We'll do that. And I got 65,000. Is it 65? 65,000 some right now. So, and let's, yeah, I can live with that for the time being. We do have some invasion boats. Obviously, invading the UK is going to be problematic. I'm inclined to keep, I'm going to have to keep some forces back here. And in fact, somewhere there's partisans. I don't even know where. Here it is. Well, they chose a terrible place to show up with partisans. It's a militia unit, actually, with some width. That's not good. All they're really going to do is chase this HQ around, so let's just find a... light panzer unit and chase them down. We've lost, but that's alright. One panzer unit is plenty. So I think we're going to wait until mid-September of 42 to try and invade the UK. That will be our next step. Their surrender progress is nice and high. Soviet Union is once again at 100%. We have now a non-aggression pact with them. I'm pretty sure. Non-aggression pact with Germany. Doesn't give me a date on that, but I don't care particularly. So major in-game accomplishment, and really by the skin of my teeth did I manage that. I was in a really bad place with supply, as you'd expect invading the Soviet Union. This is what historically happened. They had horrendous logistic issues, and the same thing happened in Napoleon, for that matter. So, thanks for sticking with me this long. I appreciate it. I would also appreciate it if you would like the video if you're enjoying this series. Subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more of this kind of thing, and leave me some comments below. Until next time, thanks for watching.